Tuesday morning hobby news time, guys. Stick around. Hello to all my sports card collector, investor, all my collectibles friends out there. I hope that everybody is having a great Tuesday. It is our weekly hobby news report, our weekly hobby news show. I'm excited to be here with you guys. If you are new here and like what you hear, we do come out with 5-6 videos a week. Hit the like button if you like it. Subscribe, please. That would be awesome. And then karate chop that notification bell, as my son and daughter always like to say. A couple of housekeeping notes. Tonight, I will be having a live stream on my channel with Neo Cards and Comics, as well as Flipping Steve, probably. He might not be able to make it, but he should be able to make it. We'll see. We'll see. That's going to be tonight. And then tomorrow night, Wednesday night, I will be on Because I'm Carlos YouTube channel with Carlos to talk about video game grading. I started a second channel called Retro Game Dad. I'm really enjoying that a lot and collecting retro games, graded ones in particular. And so I'm going to go back and forth, talk to Carlos about that, as he has some history with that. He's got some experience with it. And we're also just going to talk about collectibles in general. I'm really looking forward to that conversation, as I've not been on Carlos's show and he's not been on mine yet. So very much looking forward to that. And then Thursday, I will be on Off-Centered with Brad, the Comeback Card Investor, on his channel. So it's going to be a busy week. It's an action-packed week. So make sure that you please tune in for those. All right, we'll be looking at a lot of news from Sports Collectors Daily, sportscollectorsdaily.com. Great website for news and also products and different things. They're just fantastic. So definitely check out the site. I'll have the link in the description. The first news item that we're going to talk about is the Bird Magic rookie card in a PSA 10, sold for a new record $861,000. The previous record was in May at right around $500K. And this card, I guess you could call it an iconic card. I mean, it's that perforated 7980 tops with Bird Magic, their first card, as well as Julius Erving also being on the card, Dr. J. And just with how difficult it is to kind of have that in mint condition, and especially a PSA 10, it's just a really cool card. And man, the price just keeps rising on it. It is scarce. There are not a lot of 10s out there for it. And so this one approaching $1 million at $861,000 through Golden Auction. Unbelievable sale. In NBA basketball news, my Mavericks, now granted, I'm a bandwagon fan. I'm really a Luka Doncic fan, but that team has grown on me. So I'm always rooting for the Mavs, and they have signed Luka to the 5-year Supermax extension. 5 years, $207 million for our boy Luka. So I'm excited for that. I'm excited for the Mavericks to hopefully build a team around him. They've got some pieces. I mean, they've got Hardaway Jr. We really have to have Porzingis step up and play that, all-world basketball. We've got him to get to that next level. He's shown flashes, but he really just didn't have it this past season. And so we've got to figure it out with Porzingis, and then maybe add another piece. I'm excited to see kind of this Mavs team and what they can do, especially seeing Luka was almost in the Olympic final against Team USA. That would have been unbelievable to watch for Slovenia. They ended up getting a bronze medal. I believe they got the bronze. But either way, just to have Slovenia with really just him on the team, carrying the team, just really cool to kind of see. And Waj was reporting on that extension. I was watching a clip, and he's right. I mean, kind of, the NBA is counting on him to be one of those future faces of the NBA. He will be one of them. Maybe it'll be Giannis and Luka, but there's these young guys. Some of these young guys are going to have to, kind of move into that top spot as LeBron and the rest of these guys age up. They're just not going to be in the league forever. We've probably got another couple of years of elite LeBron, I would guess. But you never, and elite LeBron, we just don't know. Next year might be his last year of really playing at a high level. Father Time always bats 1,000. So we'll have to see with LeBron. These guys, Kevin Durant was playing out of his mind in the playoffs last season. And, Harden and some of these other guys. You got Westbrook on the Lakers. I think the Nets and the Lakers will again be the favorites going into next season. You've got a Clippers team that stayed together as well. That will be interesting. But I think that those guys, just with Durant and LeBron, James Harden, these guys, I don't know about Kyrie Irving, if he's going to come back or what he's doing, but those two teams are definitely the super teams, especially with Westbrook going to LA. And so that'll be interesting to kind of see. But I think they will be the favorites. Can the Bucks, make some noise with Giannis and those guys, being, coming back? I mean, they are the champions. But the irony is, I don't think, even though they're the champions, they will not be the favorites going into next season. I don't think anyway. Moving over to football, Hall of Fame. Hall of Fame, guys. Peyton Manning is a Hall of Famer. Huge shocker there, right? Peyton Manning, it was funny, he did his speech and he ribbed Tom Brady a little bit about by the time he goes into the Hall of Fame in the year 2035, he'll just be putting that on his Instagram story for his Hall of Fame speech. He'll be too big to even bother by going to the Hall of Fame and making the speech. It'll just be on his Instagram. I thought that was kind of funny. You also saw guys like Calvin Johnson, Megatron.
Megatron, do I know you, human?
Get into the Hall of Fame, as well as Charles Woodson. Those guys are very deserving. And just, those guys were both unbelievable. Calvin Johnson, just sad because he, unbelievable talent and just never really had, a great team around him in Detroit. Charles Woodson had an illustrious career playing for multiple teams, the Raiders, the Packers, won Super Bowls. So, yeah, Charles Woodson, unbelievable talent. So congrats to those guys. And we're here at football season. We are finally here on the cusp of football season. We've got preseason coming up, and then we've got a 17-game marathon. My Saints, I don't know what they're going to do this year. I heard our kicker Will Lutz is hurt. He's got a core injury. He might be out for half the season. Michael Thomas is out because he just waited to get surgery done. I mean, come on, guys. Pull it together. We've got to get something pulled together here. Well, competing in a good division, we're going to need to kind of step up. We're going to need to see some guys just step up. So we will see what happens with famous Jameis and Taysom Hill taking the reins this year. Interesting report on Sports Collectors Daily as well. Multiple sports card dealers ranking among eBay's top 100. And of course, the one that stands out is very, very obvious. Burbank Sports Cards, the monster sports card company that's based in California. They are the 9th highest volume eBay seller in the world. Wrap your head around that one. The 9th highest volume eBay seller in the entire world across the whole company. It's not a shock, but it is at the same time that a sports card company could be a top 10 eBay seller globally. That's incredible. That is incredible. And that shows you the importance of sports cards to eBay's bottom line. I think the eBay's I think they take it seriously, but I think they're going to have to really take it more and more seriously because competition is coming, for eBay, and I think that they're aware of that. But it's just interesting. I didn't realize that a card seller, and granted, I know that Burbank is an absolute monster in the space, but for them to be a top 10 at number 9 highest volume eBay seller is unbelievable, and it speaks to the sports cards and the importance of sports cards to eBay's sales, to eBay's bottom line. And then you've got, that's not even including, a lot of the ones that we know about. There's others as well. You've got Probstein, you've got PWCC, Greg Morris Cards, ComC, DC Sports 87. These guys are also massive, massive dealers on eBay. Just thought that was really interesting because it didn't strike me. It's kind of like, yeah, these guys sell a lot of stuff. But then you hear this and you're like, actually, they sell a ton of stuff. I didn't realize it. So kind of an amazing storyline there. I thought that was interesting. Burbank Sports Cards has more than, I didn't realize this either, 2.1 million feedback on eBay, 24,000 positive feedback they've recorded in a single month, and they have 2.4 million cards currently listed on eBay, believe it or not. So impressive, guys, very impressive. I'm working my way up piece by piece to catch up with Burbank. Not really. I don't think anybody will catch up with Burbank if they keep their business kind of flowing the way that they are. And I really want to visit. I know they've got that new store that they just opened or they're opening up out there in LA. That would be cool. I've never been to Los Angeles, and I think it's funny, like with Hollywood and everything else out there, I would literally just want to go there to Burbank. And that's pretty much it. Guys, thank you very much for joining me here today for the weekly hobby news. I hope that everybody is doing great. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. What news stories were interesting to you this week? How are you hobbying? Let me know that in the comments. Make sure to stay healthy, stay awesome, and I will see you again next time.